All right, so let's talk about some secrets. So back in, let's see, what was it? April 3rd, I think it was. Um, I decided to go into the promotions button after watching Razor Comics video on the promotion button. So shout out to Razor, and I think Cheap Comic Collector is the one who turned Razor onto it. So shout out to Cheap Comic Collector as well. Um, I'd always seen the promotions button, never really went into it to see what it was about. Um, Watched Razor's video, really good video on it, and decided to give it a try. So I wanted to keep it quiet because I wanted to do a month on each week trying a different experiment and then taking a month off and seeing where I land at the end. And I knew if I talked about it or said I was going to do it, it's not a good test because it's not a blind test. It's You don't know if people are unsubscribing to you or subscribing to you to watch the video about the results. So I decided to keep it quiet and come out after the 2 months are up to find out what impact it actually has. So the first video I picked was my top 10 comics from my comic collection from 2024, which I did in December of 2024. And it was a Friday challenge from Comic Collector Geek. So I put in $30 and let it run for a week. And I ended up with 2,234 views. And at that time, I was at, let's see, what was I? I was at 140 some subscribers that I got on my own before using this tool. And that gave me 81 promotion subs. Then I turned it off. And then I did my next video was mail call and comic shop haul, where I got a group of Archie comics from my local comic shop. I put that in, and this time I put $20 in to promote it. And YouTube, the cost is $53.88. So that means that my $20 was used, and then YouTube backed it for the rest. And that got 5,107 promotion views, and that netted me 520 subscribers, like overnight. And then I posted that on my Instagram. I posted Archie for the win. And I'm sure some people took notice of the subscriber count. And my next video was unboxing Golden Age comics. It was a Steve Canyon comic and a horror comic, Brazilian horror. I put $7 behind that one, and the cost ended up being $10.30, and I netted 262 subscribers from that campaign. And then I saw there was a video view, so I stopped that campaign and I waited. And when the next week came around, I decided to pluck an older video out called Oversized and Undersized Comics from my collection. Again, I put $7 in. The cost ended up being $10.34. I got one promotional sub from that one, but I got 1,405 views, which that was the primary reason, was video views. I wanted to find out how this really all works. And the best way to describe it is how Razor described it. Think of it as marketing yourself on an end cap at a grocery store. You walk in, you see all the aisles, but right there at the beginning of the aisle, facing you, is the end cap. And there's companies that promote themselves and they buy that end cap space. And that way you see their products as you're entering the aisle before you start shopping. And that's probably the best way to describe it. So overall, I ended up going to 1,409 subscribers. So I cut the promotion, and on May 1st, I did no promotions. And in that time, I lost 5 subscribers. So I don't know if they were subscribers I had at the very beginning or if they were subscribers that I picked up through these various campaigns. Um, some people think that doing the promotions button is cheating. Um, I don't see it that way because you're getting subscribers who are watching your content because it's popping up in their feeds because YouTube is pushing you into their feeds. And we all see it when we go into our homepage. There's the people that we watch, and then every once in a while you'll pop up somebody you've never seen before. And that's part of the problem with comic YouTube is once you start getting in, there's tons of channels, comic book channels for YouTube. Some people have given up. Their videos are from like a year ago or 2 years ago, but they have good content. Content is content. It never goes away. It doesn't spoil. It doesn't go bad. It's still good content. Some people probably got discouraged and gave up. Me, I don't put a whole lot of time into anything. I don't edit. I don't screenshot. I don't add anything into the videos. And most of the time, I'm literally hitting the play button, or record button rather, and just going off the cuff. Don't do any research. Everything's from what I remember. That's why a lot of times I'll say I believe because that's what I remember, and I don't want to say it as fact in case I am wrong because I could be wrong. I don't know about a lot of people, but I just don't have time to edit videos and things like this. So to me, using the promotions button, I'm paying to promote myself. The results speak for themselves. One video was good enough. It got 5,000 views. Another video wasn't as interesting. It got 1,000 views. Another video got 2,000 views. One that I paid for views, strictly for views, I only got 1,400. So it's really about the content you're putting out. If it's going to grab people's and go with the content and get you the views you want and the subscriptions you want. To me, if you think it's cheating, I ask then, what about the subscriber giveaways? Essentially, you're giving away product or comics or books if people are subscribed to you. So that's pretty much the same thing. You're getting people to subscribe to you, view, like, comment, and then they have a potential to win something that you're paying for. It's really no different than just putting your money into the promotions button to get your subscriptions. To me, it's the same thing. There's really no difference, no cheating involved in it. You're spending money, whether it be product to give away or views through the YouTube promotion button. I know other people have tried it. Some have had good results. Some have not had good results. I guess it really depends on how much you're putting into it, what you're picking, and what your video is about that you're trying to promote. So now that the experiment's concluded, to be monetized, yeah, you get the subs up to get your monetization started. You still have to get the views, and the views that you pay for do not count toward your views to be monetized. So to me, if you want to get eyes on your stuff and strictly what it is, you just want people to see you and acknowledge you and get yourself out there, it's a good tool to use for the views. Sub button's probably better for the money that you're spending because you're getting people who are actually subbed up to you that may continually watch your videos. So I think that's a better use of your money to do the sub button instead of the promotional view button. But just play around with it and, see what you get, see what results you get out of it. I think some people have used it and they're hiding the fact that they used it. And I don't know why. I don't see why it matters. Again, it's not, to me, I don't see where anybody says it's cheating because you're paying to promote yourself into the algorithm. like I said, there's so many channels that are just, they're lost and nobody ever sees them unless you're actively looking for certain things. They may pop up, but a lot of I'm finding content and creators that have really good content, um, but they never pop up in my feed. The only way I found them was actively looking search words, different things, and they've popped up, or they may pop up in a chat, and I go check out their channel to see who they are, or I may pop into another channel and look at their chat, and then start picking people out of the chat and start searching and find out there's some really good YouTube channels based on comics that don't get the spotlight enough, and really just really what I wanted to talk about, and just get it out there, uh, and kind of once and for all answer the question I'm sure people have had, um, or were wondering. So now it's out there, and comment what you think in the comment section below. Let me know if you get anything out of this video, if it was worth it. And I think that's it. Thanks.